I am Ashley Amoth and I'm currently in Form 4 and this year I'm turning 17 years old. I came to Precious Blood Secondary School in 2013 at around 20th February and the midterm was the following week. So I was full of expectations for my life, especially because I had come to a school that I wanted to come to. And when I went back home during the midterm, I lost my mom like 2 days during the midterm, and it devastated me. It's like my world came crashing down before my very eyes. And when I came back to school, things were not the same. It was actually worse because I felt the absence of my family and my siblings, and it made the situation worse. So I used to see people coming to the library in school, and one day I decided to come myself. And when I came, I actually came to do some homework research that we were given by our Kiswahili teacher. And I saw Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in the shelf, and I was actually surprised because I just thought the library was full of books, educational material, the atlas, chemistry books. But I saw this book and it fascinated me because when I was at home, even when I was still with my mom, we used to read this book and she loved it and I loved it as well. I borrowed the book actually in that weekend, and when I started reading it again, it gave me a new perception towards it. I used to just love the fantasy part of it and how Harry Potter was the hero of everyone. But this time it gave me a new perception because it hit me that Harry Potter was actually an orphan as well, and his situation is closely related to mine because I lost my mom, and so it's like we share in the same pain or something. So despite all that, he still managed to become the greatest wizard of all, and how he defeated the basilisk and saved Ginny. So this gave me an inspiration. I told myself, if Harry Potter could do it, despite all the challenges that he went through, I can do it myself. And as I read more books, I discovered that I loved playing around with words, especially rhymes. Last year in February 2015, a competition was held. It's called the Nico 15 competition. So I submitted a poem and a drawing, and in April, during our closing assembly in school, a principal read a letter that I had won the competition in the whole country. I was shocked, I was surprised, I was happy. I didn't even know what to expect. I was to go to New York to represent the Kenyan children in the United Nations General Assembly. It's just mentioned an assembly, and at some point you just feel blank and dizzy, and then you come back and it hits you, Ashley, you're going to New York to represent children. I was able to interact with Malala, and she inspired me because she won the Nobel Peace Prize for fighting for the education of the youths in the world, especially in her country. And this inspired me to also represent the youths in the country and in the world in general, so that I can be able to raise their standards. The library has inspired me and helped me to grow in my journey with art and poetry because of the books that are in the library. Books such as those on sharks and the environment have helped me in my drawing and in the poetry to help me bring out what I want other people to see, the kind of world that we are meant to live in today and in the future.
This is a gift from Bloomsbury. Bloomsbury published the Harry Potter books, and I told them about you, and they wanted you to have this. So this is original artwork for Harry Potter. This was designed by the illustrator for the new books of Harry Potter, and so you see he signed it here, and it's one of the original pieces, and so they wanted you to have this.
I can't even express what I'm feeling. I think it's an inspiration to me because, first of all, I'm sure this is one of the few pieces that are there, and the one piece in Kenya, and I have it. I'm holding it in my hands. A piece that's in my favorite book. This painting has inspired me more to continue drawing and to believe in what I can achieve.